Okay, I know your research topic is on the models and metaphors of organizing. Okay, do you want to describe the findings of your research?
Yes, well, I'm trying to study interaction, basically, and I'm trying to show that when people interact with each other, it's curiously, it's not only them who are talking or expressing themselves, but there are many things that express themselves through people when they interact. For example, let's say that you are very moved by a specific situation, and this situation basically is something that you care for. When you are going to speak about it, to some extent you are going to speak in the name of some people who are suffering from specific circumstances. So in that case, you could speak that through you, in a way, it's these people who are talking. So I'm trying to speak about a phenomenon that I call ventriloquism, which is, this, of course, we all know what ventriloquism is. It's, someone who is manipulating a puppet, basically, or a dummy, as we call it. But I'm trying to show that I'm using this term metaphorically to speak about the many things that we manipulate or that we ventriloquize when we speak to each other. So, for example, I don't know, when I say someone is saying something and I start to speak in the name of justice, for example. So it means that I care for justice and that justice expresses itself through me. So that's what I call ventriloquism.
What do you think about the Wickham School of Communication Information as the host for this year 2010 ICA conference?
I think it's a great school. I mean, I was lucky enough to basically visit it last year when I came to visit Singapore for the first time, and I was very impressed by the quality of the building, of course, but also the equipment. I was also quite impressed by the quality of the research done over there, and I was lucky enough to make a presentation when I was also invited and in Singapore, and there was a very nice discussion, and I could see that the students were quite bright and very spirited, and it was a very nice experience all in all. So I think it's a great school.
Yeah. Beside your own sessions in the conference, is there any other interesting session that you have attended?
Yes, I can of course speak about Dr. Hans-Ulrich Gumbrecht opening plenary session, which I found extremely interesting. I also attended many other. I mean, I was lucky enough also to attend the session by another keynote speaker, Yen Ang, which was also quite remarkable. About racism in India and in Australia. So I also attended many different panels. It's hard for me to remember, all the specific names and so on. But in general, I think the level of the conference was very good, because of this. The ICA, has a success. The success rate of the papers, it's it's pretty low, to a certain extent. It's only 50% of the papers that are accepted, which is in many respects allow us to have a very high quality in terms of papers that are presented in this kind of conference. So. Yeah, best of the best, exactly.
Oh yeah. So I saw you just now looking at the open space exhibits. Any comments on such a showcase in ICA conference?
Yeah, I think that's great that we were able. I think it was actually. It was a Wickham School of Communication that initiated this exhibition, and I think that's great. That's something we should do. I think every year. We tend to do it only when we go to non-North American destination. But as far as I'm concerned, I think that's something that we should do every year, invite artists to show their work and try to establish connections between researchers and artists, and also to show exhibitions that are thought-provoking and that can be related to the theme of the conference. I think that's a very nice initiative. Yeah.
Thank you.